Rooster Teeth Podcast with Gus, Geoff, Burnie, Joel, Rooster Teeth Podcast.
That was awesome.
In case you can't tell, we're in the acapella phase of our theme song entries. It seems like they were definitely, there's like, you can mark when our podcasts were made. It's like, early on it was a lot of like solo guys with guitars, and it moved on to like rock riffs, then it was like rap and remixes, and now it's like,
what's that?
College acapella groups.
Things I learned in the drunk tank today. Being celibate does not make you a monk. That's the first thing I've learned today. What was that? Was that something like a Gregorian chant?
I feel like we should talk about church now.
I had the coolest link sent to me via the community site. And if you follow Red vs. Blue, this will make sense to you. And if you don't, too bad. Someone sent me a link that there is a new programming language. It's an AI programming language developed at MIT, and it's called Church.
Irony.
Nice.
Is that irony?
Maybe.
That's coincidence.
It is irony.
Or is that coincidence?
No, that's coincidence.
Did you know?
I said that'd be irony.
And who's it named after?
What's that?
Who's it named after?
I don't know.
It could be
It's
irony.
named after I thought you were saying that it was named after an actual guy, right?
A guy named Alonzo Church, who was some kind of doctor who forwarded the field of AI research.
Alonzo is Spanish for Leonard, right, Gus?
He had a girlfriend that was a real bitch. I don't know.
Did you know that? Did you know that before?
No, yes. I did my research.
Well, we know the name of the program that's going to kill that program.
We do know the name of the program. The program will be hit by a train going in reverse.
All right, what are we doing, Gus?
Oh, it's a podcast. We
Hey,
got
podcast.
Jack, Burnie, and Joel, along with Gus here.
Hey guys, I have an important question for you all.
So,
How was PAX?
Fantastic.
It was shocking.
That was a lot of fun. I had a really
shocking
good time.
is definitely the word I think I would
What?
use as well.
Did you get
Why-
shocked? in
why-
Boston?
why-
I got shocked fucking constantly.
Yep.
Okay, nobody said anything to me
I saw
about
other
that.
people. Brooke, from the Frag Dolls, also had a Twitter talking about it as well.
It's like the carpet.
I don't know what it was so dry there. It wasn't only in the expo hall; it was everywhere. The car, the fucking hotel room.
This is how superheroes get started.
That's what I was thinking. I thought I had developed some kind of like dark Jedi powers. 'Cause every time I used the elevator, it was like a bolt of lightning that shot out of my hand to the elevator buttons. It was nuts. I'm surprised that my iPhone is still intact and working.
I'm sure Robert Cruz is going to work on a way to trend this on Twitter, like PAX electricity.
You had a theory that they were kind of pushing the PAX sickness thing again, right?
Yeah. I have a feeling they were pushing like the norovirus and all this stuff because I think Robert Cruz just wants to get people sick to get another trend on Twitter. Like he's like like the superhero villain. Like he's going to infect 65,000 people with a disease so he can become a top trending topic in Twitter.
It's brilliant.
And this is how superheroes are born, right?
Right,
It's
and
under
someone's gonna have
circumstances, like one lowly geek person or whatever will some side effect.
Like he's going to get sick, but then it's going to make him like
super powerful.
Yeah, he'll be able to play Modern Warfare 2 nonstop for 36 hours.
And what better place for that to happen?
Maybe it's like Unbreakable, where like Robert Koo is like the bad guy, but you don't really know. He's like looking for his hero to be his villain.
I think Tycho looks like an evil genius.
Yeah.
He's too nice, but if he just like got a grimace on his face, I could definitely
like a Persian cat. He was like that.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be awesome. But you mentioned Brooke from the Frag Dolls.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I got busted, Gus.
Hold on.
You and I got we got straight up busted.
I got some very angry text messages from her husband.
Oh, did you?
Because we committed to go to this Frag Doll party and then we didn't go.
What does committed mean to a party?
I don't know. We said we would go.
We were on a list.
We were on a list or something. But when promises were made, we were not. The rules were changed after promises were made. Let's just say that. The rules were set, promises were made, and then the rules were changed.
Well, did you sign a prenuptial agreement before the party?
They said we said we would go. Then they said, "Oh, you can't wear T-shirts or sneakers or hats.
I've had that.
You have to be dressed up."
I've had that dropped on me.
Yeah, that's not
before,
how Gus rolls.
And it's like, the way we pack.
Yeah,
it's convention gear, man. It's T-shirts and hats and shirts.
Yeah, people are traveling. A horrible thing happened to me at a convention where they signed me up for some dance or something like that, and then like the last second they're like, "Oh, you have to be wearing a tie."
Didn't they tell you at one con, Joel, that you had to wear a tux for the auction?
That's what it was. And then before I knew it, they were like, "Oh, by the way, we're auctioning you off for tonight, just so you know." And then some other girl came up and put like some weird like bow on me because I didn't have a tie. It was horrible.
Was it a bow tie, Joel?
I don't want to talk about it. It was terrible. It was like a poofy thing that the stewardesses wear.
Yeah, but the point is, we really wanted to go to the party. We committed to it. We didn't think we could go. I mean, it clearly said in all caps. It was like, you have to be wearing this or you will not be let in. It's like, I don't want to go there and then not be let in. And then the next day, they're like, why weren't you there? And we said, the dress code. And they said, oh, the dress code didn't matter. It's like, why the fuck is it in caps all over your invitation?
Well, here's the other thing. I mean, you don't want to be the dude who shows up at the party not dressed up either,
right.
you know, especially if, you know, oh, it's Gus. Oh, what does he think?
I don't want to be wearing my shirt, my t-shirt with a wiener on it that says, come and take it. I didn't think that was appropriate.
While everyone else is in dinner jackets and sports coats. Well, I'm going to be a little more honest here, too, is that we had agreed to go, but I was coming off of probably 4 hours of sleep in the last 48 hours, it felt like. Because we were just jamming trying to get that presentation done for PAX. We got it done, and it was great. Thank you, Jack, for helping with the subtitles at the last second.
Well, actually, the subtitles got messed up a little bit, so someone got to him after I got to him.
The finger pointing has started.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is now the second PAX in a row where I have made the Frag Dolls mad.
Yeah.
Because they got their Assassin's Creed thing that I somehow fucked up or whatever. They got mad at me for that.
What'd you do?
He talked to them when they shouldn't have been talking, when they were in their robes at PAX Prime.
Acting like monks from Assassin's Creed 2. Because they promote Ubisoft games, you know?
Well, you have that problem with monks in normal life, right? Where you just come up and talk to them.
Start jabbering away at them.
We're trying to... Okay.
It's like you're celibate, huh? What's that like?
What's up, Buddha?
You want to make an intro to our podcast?
So wait, what was this? I don't understand. Was this during the middle of a presentation, and you just...
They were walking down the hall. I just didn't understand. Apparently, I didn't understand.
Well, have you played Assassin's Creed?
I have.
Okay, well, you have no excuse then, right?
I guess I still don't know why I made them mad. And now I made them mad again a second time.
Was your wallet missing?
Yeah, here's what I'm going to say. This is like a long-term play. This is like we stood up the hottest girls in gaming, right? So this is like Bad Boy 101 right here. You know, it's like, hey, whatever, you know.
I don't know that we can... I'm not sure we can play that. I'm not sure we can play that card.
It's a very long play. That's what
Are we going to start smoking, too?
We're so wild, they're going to want to change us, but no one can change us. Get leather jackets with the logo on the back.
That's right. Motorcycles. Should we all get patches? Matching patches?
We're all going to lean our Segways up against the wall outside the con hall.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work.
Can I ask you a question? And this might be inappropriate, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
Yeah.
Who's you?
How hot was Brooke? How did she? We've known her for years. How does she? Is she aging at all?
Brooke is a beautiful woman, and her husband is a very lucky man who could crush me by looking at me.
Her husband is a big Canadian who pull your shirt over your head and beat the hell out of you. But I mean, really, we've known her a long time. We've known her. I don't want to date anybody. We've known her like 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah, I guess like 6 years. I think we first met her at the original PAX in 2004 up in Seattle, I think.
Honest to God, I think she's actually hotter today than the day we met her.
It's surprising that this group knows a female
woman.
haven't chased the female away in that time, and that's got to be some sort of record. I mean,
well, she was contractually obligated to be there.
So. I guess so.
She worked all weekend at PAX, where there's 64,900 dudes.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it was a pretty cool party. Everything I've read about it, it was awesome.
No, she told me it was the only party she'd ever been to at a video game convention where there were more girls than guys.
It's because of the dress-up
because of the dress code.
And all the dudes got scared off.
All the dudes probably got turned away.
Yeah, that's probably
That would have been us. We would have been at the door, standing in the fucking snow. We're like, oh, can't get in.
Hey, guys.
Then I'd be the one sending angry texts.
I don't want to be having to, like, pack a suit, to every deal, but that maybe I have to.
Just put in a no hoodies clause, and you'll eliminate, honestly, half the guys.
3/4 or so.
And, I mean... Who knew it was going to be a good party? Honestly, right? Who knew it was going to be a good party? You've been to these industry parties before, right? I mean, they're all...
the funny thing is I saw pictures from that party. And everyone is happy and smiling and looking good, and none of them look dressed up.
Really? Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, apparently the dress code was...
It's like a picture of like
didn't mean anything.
30 hot girls and like 3 dudes, and they're all smiling, especially the 3 dudes.
Those dudes are still talking about it.
Yeah. No one was there. I don't know what happened. It was great. And PAX was...
There were tons of girls we could never hook up with there. I talked to one, but I wasn't looking at her.
Yeah, plus big industry parties. Have you been to enough of those, Gus?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I've been to enough of them, too.
Yeah, instead of going there, I hung out with a bunch of people from the community website.
We hung out with the internet.
Yeah, at the Sheraton Hotel. It was a good time.
Yeah. That PAX was awesome. It turned out like.
Here, we're at an industry party now. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey. So how's that thing you're working on?
Are you working on something secret you can't talk about?
Here's my business card. Take my business card. I've got another one.
I'm working on something. It'll come out Q4 2012. I can't talk about it yet.
So all the drinks are free, right?
I have one drink ticket left.
No, we're working on Red versus Blue.
I heard there's a girl here somewhere.
No, we're still working on it.
Yeah, it's still going.
Well drinks. I want a well drink.
No. That's Tucker. I'm the other blue guy.
No, I'm not actually on the show.
No, I'm not Caboose. No, I don't know. Caboose isn't here.
Hey, who let in the guy in the hoodie? There, you've now been to every industry party for the video game industry ever.
A little theater on the podcast.
Sound effects make everything better.
No, but this PAX was a lot of fun. Like the first time I went up to the convention hall, the expo hall, though, I was a little nervous. It felt a lot smaller. But then once you kind of got the geography of the whole place, it sort of made sense, and it worked a lot better. Did you guys feel that? Like the first time you walked in, it felt a little cramped?
The first time I walked into the exhibitors hall, I thought that. Then I realized that I was only looking at half of it because it had that weird partition in the middle where there were bathrooms. There was expo hall on one side, bathrooms and expo hall on another side. So I didn't fully get the geography the first time.
I mean, didn't they already say that they're going to have to go somewhere else next year?
Yeah, they're going to the bigger convention center next year. Remember a few years ago, Joel, when we went up to Anime Boston? It was you and I. You were still living in L.A. at the time. And I was at the convention center, and then you called me frantic because...
I told the cab, take me to the convention center, and he took me to the convention center, and it was empty. And I was like, all right.
He took you to that other one. He took you to the one PAX is going to be in next year.
Of course, right? There's always multiple convention centers.
I think also it seemed like the booths were a lot taller this year. And so it kind of made it feel a little bit more cramped in. Like the PAX up in Seattle, it seemed like it was a lot more spacious.
Really? I felt like PAX Prime was more vertical. Like it was taller.
Yeah.
Well, we were just in that space where they hold PAX Seattle, because Joel and I went to Emerald City Comic Con for one day, and they had no tall booths. Everything was just those short 10x10 booths.
It looked enormous, didn't it?
And it felt like the aisles were small. Man, it was crowded.
Really?
It was crowded. It felt like the aisles were smaller, but maybe, I don't know.
Do you know the end scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark where they're taking the Ark
that
in
is
the boxes?
Exactly. Wow. That's a perfect analogy.
That's
it was filled with people.
Yep.
Wow.
And we had Joel on a dolly.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe the aisles were too narrow or something. I don't know. Yeah. But we were like this triangle of like us, Mega 64, and those T-shirt guys right next to us.
Who the hell were those guys?
They were cool. They were good guys.
But what do they do besides sell T-shirts nonstop?
I don't know. They sold a lot of T-shirts though.
They sold a lot of T-shirts.
Jeff looked them up, and I think they were like a Mother and Earthbound fan group that makes shirts.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What is Mother?
It's an old game for the SNES.
Okay.
They had like 12 they had like 12 employees there though, right?
Maybe NES, yeah. It's funny, I talked to them when we were setting up, and I guess they're based out of...
Hey, what do y'all sell over at that booth?
Hey, have you guys met the Mega 64 guys yet? Who? Is that Rocco?
I guess those guys, I think they're called Fun Gamer. They're based out of Tucson, and said they were thinking about moving to Austin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. We need more T-shirt companies in Austin.
Burnie's so fucking pleased with himself.
It's so funny. I was like, that's the exact song too, right?
I'm just glad nobody's asked me why I have Block Rock and Beats in my iTunes.
I was waiting to see all the comments on for that tank group about that.
You've been planning that bit for so long that it finally paid off.
That's right. I bought it years ago, hoping I could have one day talk about video game industry parties.
Man, actually, the Mega 64 guys would crank on music every now and then and sort of start like some kind of crazy rave right in front of our booth. I shot some video of it too. So
Did you shoot video of the final one when we were breaking down
with a reverse hoodie? Yeah, I got that.
No, did you get the other two dudes though?
When
they were breaking down, they had like a little mosh pit in front of their booth.
Oh, really?
And they were like,
the two guys hugging.
Yeah, they were these two kind of fat dudes who were really into it. And they took their shirts off and were like moshing around. Then they started dry humping each other. Then that moved on to hugging, and then that moved on to full on making out, rolling around on the floor.
Wow,
yeah. They were committed.
Yeah,
they were not with Mega 64. They were just two dudes who I guess happened to be walking by and really got into the moment.
Now in Massachusetts, does that mean that you're married? Yeah. Right? That's how.
I've had a concern for a while now that when I was growing up, girls didn't kiss at parties. That didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then when did that happen, Joel? Like in the 90s, girls started
as
kissing?
Soon as I
Joel's never talked to a girl.
I was going to say as soon as I stopped going to parties.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, it's because it's true. Where are these parties? Not the industry parties.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like that,
You
that was
sent
a
me-
phenomenon that happened after.
I'll tell you, that happened just right before, the picture that you sent me the other day that pretty much summed up the entire thing of the half-naked girl.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I sent Joel a MySpace picture of a girl taking, like, her MySpace photo, and she's all, like, scantily dressed, and her kid's right behind her in the photo, watching her.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's horrible.
Must assume maybe little brother, hopefully.
So she puts out.
I would assume so. But but I've had a concern for a while now that that's going to start bleeding into guys wanting attention and guys starting to kiss at parties.
Well, that's Twilight, right?
Nobody.
I mean, it's already started. I hate to tell you. I think we're at that point.
That's
Yeah.
Twilight, right?
If it's girls, it makes the party awesome. If it's guys, it makes $140 million at the box office opening weekend. Yeah, but let me be clear. Nobody wants to see that. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see that.
Well, apparently some people do. $140 million can't be wrong.
There's no really. Is there kissing in Twilight from guys?
I don't know.
Okay.
I like just to talk about stuff that I don't know anything about.
You just like to make assumptions, right?
Yeah.
It's probably a safe assumption to make.
Wait, you saw Twilight, didn't you? You talked about it in the other podcast.
I saw. I didn't mind it. I saw a lot of it. Let's put it that way. But it didn't make any impact. It just wasn't like this horrible thing that drove me away. Let's put it that way.
My sister's big into that. She's like, "Oh, I love vampires." I'm like, no. Those are not vampires. Those are just sparkly, immortal perverts. That's all they are.
I mean, it's funny how vampires, it's just a genre that just is not, it's like country music. Like, it's just going to keep coming back.
Yeah.
And money's going to be made off of it.
It's like what we talked about like last month or 2 months ago in the podcast is we were trying to figure out what the most remade movie ever was.
Yeah.
And then we ultimately figured out it was like Dracula or like The Wolfman or something
Dracula,
like that.
right.
It's just one of those archetypal, villains and monsters.
Yeah, the thing that bugs me about Twilight, though, is like, what are like the staples of vampires? It's like they turn to bats, they can't go outside during the daylight, and it's like Twilight, they just completely change all that. It's like, oh yeah, they can go outside when it's sunny. They're sparkly, by the way. It's like,
Well, it's funny. I think if you add something in and your version becomes popular, then it becomes canon, if you will. I don't know if.
By the way, just so everyone knows, vampires aren't real.
Right, that's a good point.
So
don't tell Anne Rice.
you can probably change the rules if you can make money at it.
But then it's not a vampire.
Every 15-year-old girl listening to this podcast just turned it off. So now we're free.
Both of them.
Oh no,
I'd like to think if vampires
we lost
are real.
0 listeners. How will we ever manage?
I don't think the bat thing was the original deal. I don't think they turned into bats.
Yeah, I don't think that was originally.
I
either.
think
I think
Turned
you
it
picked that up
dogs
from
at one
Sesame
point.
Street.
Into
I
what?
think you picked that up from Sesame Street.
The Count, he turns into a
He's
bat.
the only one that I can remember, right?
No, there's Dracula turned into a bat.
I guess
I
in
don't
the
know
original-
when that started, but I don't think that was originally.
Have you seen the
Part of it.
Japanese vampires?
No.
They hop. Like they hop around like bunnies almost. It's weird.
Like,
man.
is it over a long distance, or is it just like
that's
for
how they
walking?
move. They don't fly. They don't run. They just hop. It's like I saw a trailer for some Japanese vampire movie at the Draft House one time. It's like, what the hell is going on?
Was
It's
it,
like,
is
that's-
it,
that's
is it
like
all
their-
Japanese vampires, or was it just that movie?
I don't know. It might be all of them. That might be like their sort of style of vampires.
They also
What's
have
funny-
tentacles
Yeah, I heard they're.
Okay. Makes
and
sense.
cell phones on their shoes. With cameras.
with Hello Kitty hanging off of them.
So
The
did you?
flashes.
I heard their Easter bunny is a werewolf.
Are we done talking about packs?
No, I was about to bring it back. The did you get Wi-Fi on any of your flights up to Boston, Bernie? Did you break even on your in-flight internet?
Not one.
Oh man,
Four flights because I had to connect through Dallas and then Chicago on the way back. Not one.
That sucks.
So now I'm 2 for 10.
Jeez,
Waste. Total waste.
Yeah.
20%.
Fucking American, man.
half of our flights. Jeff and I connected through Chicago, and the flight between Austin and Chicago did, which you said was the one you had it on.
Yep.
But the Chicago to Boston did not have it. Although the Chicago to Boston flight was on a 737, and the power ports were not like those cigarette lighter adapters. It was a normal plug.
That's cool.
Where were
Yeah.
those ports? Because I didn't know. I couldn't find it on my seat.
Oh.
Where are they usually?
Sorry,
Do you know where they are?
it might not be back.
No. There was a little sign that said they all were there. but
Normally,
I didn't see where it was.
in economy, it's like every 2 or 3 rows.
Yeah.
they'll have seats. They'll have signs up under where you put your baggage.
No,
that indicate
that was
which row.
literally on every single row.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't find it. I
Like
sort
when
of
you're
looked
sit-
around.
Like you
but-
see where I'm sitting. Let's
Yeah.
say there's another seat here.
Uh-huh.
It's like in between the 2 seats down here at the bottom.
Okay, so in between the sort of like where the armrest is on the bottom of the
Then
armrest.
no, but below, like down where your legs are, like
Okay.
down here.
So it's not on the floor; it's on the armrest.
No, it's not on the armrest. It's like between the seats, like where the legs that support the seat.
Yeah, yeah.
Like down there.
Okay.
Looking for the ovula.
You're looking for the ovula? What?
Joel just made up a word.
Joel went to fake medical school. He went to upstairs Hollywood Medical College while we were at PAX.
Well, with the new healthcare bill.
Joel just gave a 737 a pelvic exam. But yeah, if you're looking for the little lightning bolt, and then I found out that if you look on, at least on American, if you look at their little tool they have to tell you if your flight will have Wi-Fi, it also tells you what rows on that plane have power ports.
Oh, nice. I don't like that tool, though, because it doesn't let you... You can only check it within 24 hours of your flight. So you don't know a long period of time ahead.
Right.
You have to wait till less than 24 hours before your flight, and then you can check.
Because you're already booked. Right?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
Otherwise, you might book a different flight and actually use the tool for your convenience.
Yeah, why wouldn't they show you when you're booking what flights have it, what flights don't?
How many planes does American have?
I don't know.
Like, how big
15?
an endeavor would it be to put Wi-Fi on all their planes?
How big would the fleet be? Okay, what's the over-under? I'll say, what's the over-under 1,000?
What?
1,000 planes?
Yes.
They got 3,000-4,000 planes.
It's over.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be closer to 5, I bet.
Okay. I have no idea.
You know, it's
obviously.
really scary when you know how many people are in the air at any one point in time.
I
There
take
was-
it back. American Airlines proper, the fleet size is 613 with 64 additional ones on order.
Wow.
How much was it?
What's up?
613.
That's
plus,
it?
Plus 64 on order.
I could start my own airline. I got no planes, but I could add
You can take a loan.
5 or 6. Give me a little bit of money,
Sandpiper Air.
a little seed money. Come on, Jack, let's do
Then
it.
you'll fucking black the windows out and try to fly it with a camera hooked up to the rudder.
Well, you're spoiling something that's coming because most people haven't seen it. Gus is referencing another video that we made, which goes back to the Mega 64 guys, because originally we had parts played by Monty and Frank that were going to be played by the Mega 64 guys.
Oh, that's what they were going to play?
Well, we keep threatening to do this team-up thing, and then we just can't find a way to get it done because they're busy with production and we're busy with production, and we're in 2 different cities. But hopefully when San Diego Comic-Con
the
rolls
next
around,
time, the next time the booths are next to one another, there you go.
I think that's sort of a staple now. I wouldn't be shocked if every PAX from now on, the Mega 64 and Rooster Teeth booths are very, very close.
No, I'm sure it's intentional.
Yeah.
No, we are. We have been that way.
Yeah.
For now, 4 years? Or for the last 4 PAX?
It's been like 3 or 4, yeah.
Yeah.
The MD-80 makes up almost 50% of American's fleet.
Yeah. The MD-80 is a piece of shit, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
But the MD-80 is also the plane that has Wi-Fi.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
Before we get too far away, I just want to say the PAX where we were attached to the Bungie booth, the Mega 64 is not near us then.
Okay, that's a good point.
What?
All right.
I only say that because that was my first PAX I ever went to, so that's the reason why.
Fair enough. And the one before that, we were across. We always find them, though, and say hello.
Okay.
So,
Well, now we're actually near them.
You did a thing. You did an interview for Achievement Hunter Weekly Update with the Mega 64 guys.
No, it's Achievement Hunter in general.
Oh, it's just Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
And I saw the raw footage. Are you just going to put that up raw?
Maybe. I've got some footage of like the dance party and stuff like that. I'll probably intersplice with it. But I've got, and then also one night when we were breaking down for the night, and then literally they were just breaking down and dancing instead of collecting all their stuff.
They're breaking it down.
At one point, I was waiting by their booth. Like I was just kind of talking with them, and they had a table at the back of their booth, and I guess under the table they had a lot of shirts and like overstock and stuff. And I guess one of the guys went back there to pull shirts out so he could restock what they had out. And he reached under there without looking, then like kind of jumped back, and then one of the Mega 64 guys like rah, jumped out from under the table. He's like, "What the fuck? How long have you been down there?" He's like, "I've been down there like half an hour waiting for someone." I guess he was just waiting, anticipating someone to come look for a shirt, and he like jumped out and scared him.
That's dedication.
The guy was like, "I reached down there and I felt a beard."
The table's going through the change of life. But those guys, they went for 5 minutes straight into the camera, and it was hilarious the entire 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just nonstop. Are they? Well, I'll let people watch it, but you should put it up. You should definitely put up that.
I'll put it. It'll almost be the entire raw footage I shot, but it's good stuff.
It was funny. It was funny, dude. Really funny. So something kind of weird happened at PAX. And there was a big news story. I was kind of disappointed. There didn't seem to be a lot of coverage of PAX. Like even Kotaku and Joystick, there weren't those daily updates of what was going on at PAX. Yeah. I guess maybe because it's less an industry thing and more of a culture.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Like the media badges there, they don't really get you into anything. It's just like a free 3-day badge. Like if you have a media badge, you still have to wait in line to get into panels. I mean, it's like primarily about the fans, and I think that's sort of what they really want to push.
I guess so. I guess they're concerned about turning into E3.
Yeah.
But I think there's probably a better balance that can be reached there.
I think maybe if they're more selective with their media badges, like who they give it out to, and then still maybe give them priority. because I saw some people with media badges and companies that I recognize that you shouldn't have a media badge.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like who?
I'm not going to call them out because
Why not?
I don't want to crap all
Well,
over
they're not
them,
media.
but-
What are you worried about? What are they going to do?
You're talking about Jack?
Yes, I'm talking about Jack, Achievement Hunter. What? This is bullshit. Actually, Jack didn't even have I
had an exhibitor
an
badge.
exhibitor badge.
What did you exhibit?
Rooster
These
Teeth.
nuts.
I broke down the booth. Where were you? What?
I was in
You fucking abandoned us while breaking down the booth. Don't even bring that up.
No, it was done, and we thought you guys left. We thought you abandoned us.
Jeff and I went to go fill out the paperwork and get our shipping labels.
You know, the amount
and
of
we came back and
confusion
everyone was gone.
that takes place around the booth near breakdown and setup, it's like the equivalent of being on the deck of the Star Trek Enterprise when it's getting hit. It's just like that for 2 days.
No, we had everything crated. It was all ready to go. We were just sitting there, and all of a sudden, Jeff and Gus left, and I was like, "What?"
Didn't think we would be like, "Hey, let's go, guys."
Well, I don't know. I thought you just was like "F you guys" and just took off, which wouldn't shock me, honestly.
That's happened like so. It's like I remember Gavino was looking for a dolly one time. He's like, "I'm going to go find a dolly." Didn't see him again for another 3.5 hours.
That's a serious.
And that happens. It's happened with. I mean, but no, it's like it's true though. Like when you're in that situation, you're like, okay, I just need to find some shrink wrap.
Yeah.
It turns into this this quest where it's like you go talk to a guy. Oh, I saw one over there. Well, and before you know it, 4
Bring
hours.
me
is
10
over.
apples, and I will.
That's exactly
tell you
what it's
where
like.
he is.
You know, I actually
That's exactly what it's like.
To take a weird aside here, you said quest, and that brought me up or brought a story up in my head. When I left Rooster Teeth on Thursday, the day before we were going to PAX, I left the office at like 1:30, and I was driving down Congress Avenue, and I saw
left Rooster Teeth. You left the company.
I saw a guy hitchhiking.
Don't tease me.
And I was like, and then I realized it was Leslie, the Austin homeless dude.
Oh, is he back?
Yeah, I guess he's walking around and he was hitchhiking, and I passed him.
You're gonna have to explain this.
And so Leslie is like the Austin.
He's a famous homeless guy.
We have a famous homeless guy in Austin.
We have a bunch of famous homeless people in Austin.
And he's run for mayor. I want to say
he walks around in his underwear. It's
he
great.
ran for mayor and got 3% of the vote.
I thought it was high. I thought it was like 15% or something.
No, it wasn't over double. It wasn't
Okay,
double digits,
okay.
but I was going to say 6. But I was saying 3 to be safe in case somebody fact checked.
But he wears like leopard thongs around 6th Street, which is like our big downtown club area, and he's just like he's a face that has been in Austin forever, like as long as I remember.
Okay, explanation's over. Get back to
All right, so anyway, so I'm driving down the street and I see this guy, hitchhiking, and I realize it's Leslie, and then I passed him, and I was like, I immediately regretted that. I should have pulled over and picked him up and seen. I think that would have been an adventure.
Do you think that would have ruined the magic? You see, if you get to know Leslie, do you think all of a sudden the magic's gone?
I don't know,
all of a sudden,
because maybe he lives in a castle.
You're all ha 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 until you realize you're in a car with some weird homeless dude who hasn't showered in a week and is wearing underwear
in a thong.
And it's like, and when that reality hits you,
actually, he was wearing Daisy Dukes, I believe, when I passed him.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to wake up in that. It's like, nah.
So anyway, that was I regretted that adventure.
I think you made the right choice.
Or not taking.
I think you made the right choice.
I would have totally picked up Leslie in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have gone back.
I should have.
I disagree with Joel.
Okay.
Well, you've got leather seats, Burnie. You can clean them and oil them down.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Burnie picks up Leslie.
Talking
Then
about
somebody
Leslie?
happens to take a picture. Then it's on the internet, and
Right.
the rest of the world doesn't know about Leslie, the famous.
That's what happened to Eddie Murphy,
Then
right?
then Bernie's gonna have a story.
I was just giving him a ride.
That's right.
Exactly
That's
right.
right.
Same story.
All right, so I'm done with my story.
Okay, how about the story? You guys want to talk about the guy at PAX who?
Yeah.
You read my mind. So apparently, I guess some idiot decided he was going to try to steal a game at PAX, and not just like a retail game. He tried to plug in his laptop and download the source code for a game coming out this summer, and of course was caught by security and arrested.
And the name of this game is Breach. Did any of you play Breach
Yes,
while you were there?
I did.
Sort of
actually.
ironic.
That's
ironic. See?
Yeah.
It actually looks really cool. I can't believe it's going to be a marketplace.
In the
like
game,
arcade game.
you're in the game. You're in a convention center, and you have to plug in. Never mind.
So this kid too, he also they were asking him like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm stealing your game." And they're like, "Wait, what?" And then eventually I guess they said, "Oh, stop it!" And then he ran. And they
had he not
caught him,
said, "I'm stealing your game," let's say he said something else, he'd have the game probably.
Well,
right?
He told them he was trying to steal the game. He got caught. And then he told the police he was trying to steal the game. And then later he's like, "Oh no, I was just trying to get on the internet because the Wi-Fi wasn't working."
Yeah, and then he said that he just really liked the game and he wanted to bring it home to play it with his friends.
Yeah.
We need an episode of Cops that covers just nerds.
God,
because that would be great.
Well, earlier in the day too, he was at the Xbox enforcement panel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he apparently his account got banned, and he asked for it to get unbanned, and they said why? And he's like, "Well, I had an illegal copy of Forza 3 on my machine." And it's like, "Well, you dumbass! Of course you're gonna get banned."
Yeah, you
The
pirated
dumbass-
the game onto a modded Xbox
Yeah.
and played it online, and of course you're gonna get banned.
Yeah.
Really, the dumbass isn't doing that. The dumbass is thinking that it's totally acceptable to stand up at a mic with the people who work in that industry and say it like it's a funny thing. Like, haha, get it? I'm pirating all your stuff. Hey, you guys worked for 3 years on this? I'm just going to take it. You're cool with that,
did you
right?
read, he also offered the police $100 to let him go.
Yeah.
He sounds to me like a guy who clearly spends too much time in internet forums and doesn't understand that the world works differently.
Well, and here's the thing too: it's not just that guy. There's lots of people like that.
I think it's
Well, apparently after he was caught, that's what he says. Like, I know people. I can, if you let me go, I'll give you names of other people who pirate and bigger fish than me.
What, he ratted them out?
Yeah, he totally flipped and started trying to rat everyone out.
What a surprise!
And then he jumped bail.
And then he jumped bail.
God.
He jumped bail so he could play Modern Warfare 2.
And this is why Geoff is not here today.
Yeah. He said, "Oh, I'm playing Modern
It's like a
Warfare 2."
20-year-old kid, right? I mean,
Yeah, here's his picture if no one's seen him.
God, what a douche.
Yeah.
That's the internet right
It's going to
there.
be interesting to see what happens with this fellow.
Well, I mean, it's like he gave an interview to like Joystick or Kotaku via Xbox Live as well.
Yeah, it was Joystick.
Yeah.
That's why they knew his gamer tag, which is why they know when he didn't show up for court yesterday morning or Tuesday morning, that he was playing Modern Warfare 2. Then they said they sent him a message. Then he immediately logged off.
Like, hey, shouldn't you be
He's
in
like,
court right
oh,
now?
Shit, court. What? It's 8 a.m. already.
BBL.
That's a
court,
fast
court
court
appearance.
That's a really fast court appearance.
Yeah.
What's the deal? You said you read an interview with him. What did he say in the interview?
No. I didn't talk to the guy. I'm saying Joystick did.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he said you
what
read
did
an
you-
interview.
what did he
Yeah.
say in the
They
interview?
basically he was explaining what he had done and like why it's not a bad thing. I just wanted to play with my buddies again. And it's like, you're a dumbass.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like there's nothing there. There's no censor there. He's just a moron.
I think it's just being in an environment where you're constantly surrounded by people who support this. Like, this is okay. It's no big deal.
And it happens all the time, or you think it happens all the time, and there's no repercussions, it seems like.
Well, I mean, this guy could be the example. He could, hopefully they'll hit him pretty hard. They say he could spend like 5 years in jail.
Yeah, I think he's facing, before skipping his court appearance, he was facing 5 years in jail and a $250,000 fine.
Yeah.
But for skipping court, now he has
$250,000.
he has an arrest warrant out for him now since he skipped court.
Yeah.
So they're probably going to add on additional stuff.
Apparently, the guys who do that, who do breach, also do a lot of military contracts or something, or government contracts. And so that was like the big deal. It's like he could have pulled something by accident. That would have been like national security.
Well, come on.
I doubt they're taking national security stuff to
Come
the tax
on.
floor.
No, but he's
I
lucky,
also heard he knows where Osama is. And
he's lucky he didn't pull any protected data beyond what he already did. You know what I mean?
He had 14 megs out of a 2 gig file, is what they said before they stopped him.
He was probably going to just, he's probably looking forward to posting about it, saying, I even told them I'm taking your game. And they're like, okay, cut it out. And I just stood there and got all 2 gigs, and here it is for everybody. God. Weird.
You think now like the breach guys are actually kind of psyched about this because they're getting a lot more press?
I honestly, I had not heard about breach until this happened.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about it. Earlier in that day, I was walking around
Maybe
and I
they
saw the
hired
game,
him.
and it looked really cool. And I was like, oh wow! Like I took a card, I talked to the guy there for a bit. I was like, I'll check it out later, and now it's this huge deal.
What is it?
It's like FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay, then that's going to be an arcade game.
yeah, $15.
This was probably one of the best cons I've ever seen specifically for arcade games.
Yeah.
Because they had that, they had the
Monday Night Combat.
Monday Night Combat looked great.
Yeah.
It was like an alternative sports game, and I didn't get a chance to play it, but you did a interview with the developer.
I talked to one of the guys who worked on it, so
Seems
that'll
like
be up eventually.
It looks cool.
Seems like they're definitely pushing arcade games more and more.
That's
I
like-
mean,
it's
that's
like-
what this was like at the Xbox Live party here at South by Southwest. It was like
all arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Monday Night Combat is like a Team Fortress 2 Powerball, basically. It's pretty neat.
And I'm not sure if anyone else cares, but there was also a Hydro Thunder remake.
Yeah? Hell yeah.
That was pretty fun.
That got to be in my top 10 all-time worst arcade games.
Really?
Hydro Thunder.
Did you ever play Arctic Thunder?
Yeah, it was in that
I'll say
era
it's
of video
worse.
games when I think the arcade was dying, and everywhere I went where they had a lousy, shitty, like 3-machine arcade,
And 2 of them were like Big Buck Hunter.
and Hydro Thunder, right?
Or Golden Tee.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was one of those peripheral games. It was Area 51, the Buck Hunter game, and then Hydro Thunder.
And if you were lucky, Time Crisis, which was actually a very good game.
Time Crisis 2 is one of my favorite arcade games ever.
Area 51's fun, too, if you play with both guns. That's a blast, like John Woo style. Just put in 2 quarters and play both players. That's a lot of fun. You ever done that before?
Yeah. Oh, I worked in an arcade for like the first 3 years of my career. And
it's all been downhill since then.
Really? Was it the gold mine?
No, I worked at so it was Sega City, then it was GameWorks, the one in Lakeland Mall.
Speaking of Sega, why did Sega have a 10x10 booth next to us in the corner of the convention center?
I don't know. Our booth was bigger than Sega's.
Our booth was double the size of Sega's.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know, man. And it was staffed by a guy who I don't think actually worked for Sega. I think he just ran the booth.
Maybe he was just a huge Sega fan. It was like, I'm going to set up a booth for them.
He had a cool shirt though.
That to me just says that
they were not pushing anything. Or?
No, they had 2 kiosks set up with like Bayonetta and some other game I didn't recognize,
and a couple of like DS stations, right?
Yeah. And that's it. Now, I'm looking at that. I'm like,
maybe they had some other game that they thought they could start promoting.
No, they weren't promoting anything. That's
no. I know. Maybe when they made arrangements for the booth, maybe they thought they were going to have something out in time and didn't.
Maybe that knew that Thief was going to be there. They didn't want their stuff stolen.
Well, it's just amazing to think, like, 15 years ago, Sega was the number 2 gaming company on the planet. And here they are in a booth half the size of ours. That's, wow.
The whole...
Well, it might be that they didn't want to be there. They had the budget money to be there. And I'll be honest, you don't know what's going to happen with any of these conventions. Who knew when PAX started, and it was 3,000 people, that it was going to grow to what it is today? But what I was going to say was that we all know now at Comic-Con that it is too late to get a booth at Comic-Con. If you want one, you cannot get a booth. It's not going to happen.
Like, were any of you guys surprised that they're sold out of the East Coast PAX and they have to move to a bigger location? No one's surprised by that, right?
No, I'm not.
I'm surprised that they did it that quickly. That it went in 1 year. That they were sold out. Like you couldn't walk up and buy a ticket the day of the event.
I'm not surprised at all.
I'm impressed, but I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised at all.
Well, it's the first year they've done PAX East, and it's the second largest PAX they've ever had. Mm-hmm. That's impressive.
It's also I think the week before Anime Boston.
Oh yeah,
which must drive them crazy. It's still a lot of crossover. Like people who go to these events might look at both and be like, I only have enough money to go to one. Which one am I going to go to?
True,
that's true.
Yeah,
Monty's still out there, right?
Yeah,
I think you're dealing. I think when you deal with cities that are that big, it's always going to be. I don't know. You're always going to have enough market.
I just realized we can talk about Monty now.
Yeah, that's the first podcast. That's the first time anyone said his name on the podcast.
Hey.
And now he's not here. I think he was going to be on the podcast. He's been here for 6 months wanting to be on the podcast, and he's out of town.
When he first started, he was like, "Do you think I could be on the podcast? Like, you don't have to say my name, and I'll just be there and talk." I was like, "No, you can't fucking do that."
I don't think that's the way it works. But no, what I was trying to say was that maybe Sega's doing the smart thing and just. We have a booth this year, so next year when we come back, we can get a booth whatever size we want next year.
Just like kind of reserving future booths.
That's pretty smart.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, there are big companies that cannot get booths at Comic-Con anymore just because they missed the boat.
Now that you're saying that, I think the Sega booth, either at E3 or PAX last year, they had a big Bayonetta thing. They had a really big booth, if I'm not mistaken. So that makes a lot of sense that they would just be like, okay, we're going to feel it out and see what it is, and then next year we'll...
Yeah, they had a couple of Bayonetta cosplayers show up every now and then at their booth.
Bayonetta was probably the most cosplayed thing in the entire convention.
I don't know about that.
I think I would agree.
I saw a lot of Left 4 Dead people.
Although I did see a bunch of Ghostbusters who I think were there together.
They were there together.
That was pretty cool.
And some Team Fortress people.
Yeah.
But individuals coming, there was a lot of
Actually,
Bayonettas.
I saw a really cool Team Fortress 2 cosplay. It was a guy dressed up like the spy. He was waiting in line for the Will Wheaton meet and greet, and he had a Will Wheaton mask on.
Oh, I saw that. Will Wheaton actually took a picture with him.
Oh, did he?
And tweeted it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, there was another guy, too, who was the robot from Automata.
Oh, cool.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw a Fruit Fucker, too, at one point.
The last night of the convention, I went back to my hotel, and there was a note slipped under my door. And I think it was intended for Will Wheaton, but I'm not sure. And it said, it was very kind of cryptic. It said his name was Ion Flu or something like that. And he was awesome, just like your keynote. And I was like, okay.
So you were next door to Will Wheaton is what happened. Nice.
Did you guys, while we were in that hotel, which, by the way, I have to give a shout-out to the Sheraton Hotel that's connected to the, what is it, the
Heinz Convention Center?
Heinz Convention Center in Boston. Congratulations, you were the worst fucking hotel in the entire world.
I will say this. They had the best hotel internet I've ever had in my life.
That is true.
Yeah, it was fast. It was fast. Once you could get on it, once they got the right name on your room and you were registered.
You had trouble with that. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
we had big problems overall. Then we had a room in our name that we had to pay a whole night for that we didn't reserve, and they just gave it to us.
So stupid.
And we accidentally registered for a room. And it's our,
No. We didn't accidentally register for a room. That's a fuck up on their end.
No, I know. Yeah, they just said, "Oh, you have another room," and I said, "Oh, well, then give me the keys for that one too." And then there goes 160 bones down the drain.
Yeah, that hotel internet was so fast. Like the first night, I was working out like a banner situation, and I had to upload a 250 megabyte file to FedEx. It uploaded in 7 minutes. Like it was uploading at 1.1 megabytes a second for a while there.
For a second, I thought Gus said I was working out, and I was
No.
like, "What the hell? This is the most amazing story of all time."
Yeah,
Come on.
I had a preview, like the Achievement Hunter Ad PAX East preview video that I uploaded while I was there. I cut and uploaded while I was there. Usually when I upload those things, I'll start the upload, then you can start inputting details. And usually it's like by the end of it, it's like we set it to private because we wait for them to get in high def before we push them live. That thing had finished before I'd even made it to that option. I just uploaded super fast. It was really, really cool to see, and I hope our new office has something similar to that.
I was going to say, we
so
might
too.
actually just be jaded by how bad our internet here is at this office.
The internet here is terrible.
Do you think we have the worst internet connection for a company that's based on the internet?
Yes, I think so. Like we're using a residential. Like someone at home could have this internet connection and like use it like a couple.
But we've got
a small family.
We've got a split between like 12 machines.
We're running a business with like 9 people all sharing it. It's
Probably
like,
a good
ugh.
idea, though, with us. And by the way, we're talking about our office internet, not our server's internet.
Yeah,
that
totally
has,
different.
50 megabits per second burstable to 100 megabits a second? or
It's
something like
50 up to infinite, I think.
that? Up to infinite, and we just
Yeah.
charge for it. Yeah, it's our office internet when we're trying to, surf what would Tyler Durden do and check email
Check Gawker and
send each
upload
other
YouTube.
pictures.
Hey, the other day, I think it was yesterday, Count3D sent me this story. Count3D is a member on our website. Sent me this story online, and I think it's pretty good podcast topic. Apparently, there's this Japanese game developer called Overflow, and they produce like erotic video games, like animated stuff, like stuff you always associate with the Japanese video game
listening.
market.
Yes, you have my
And
attention.
they have this game that came out called Cross Days, and I guess what they did was they knew people were going to pirate it and put it up on BitTorrent trackers. So the version that's online, if you pirate this game, it has a modified setup file. So when you run the setup file, in order to install the game, you have to fill out just a quick survey, like who are you, where do you live, stuff like that. But it's not in the retail copy; it's only in the pirate version. So when the pirates download the game illegally, they fill out the survey. The survey automatically posts to the game developer's website, along with a screenshot of their desktop at the time that they filled out the survey.
Really?
Yeah, and there's like a whole
Wow.
gallery you can see of people's people's desktops and like all their information, their name, their address,
That's
everything
awesome.
about them.
And it's,
Wow.
it's probably in the terms of service
It's in the terms of service
that they can post their
Yes.
desktop, and they agree to that.
Yes, they agreed to it.
That's fantastic.
But
And-
who's going to fill out a survey correctly? You're not going to put your real name and your information, right?
Yeah, for
I don't know,
a
some
Japanese
morons might.
porn game that you pirated.
I'm cool with that, man. Like any way to start getting back to those people who are downloading games, sure, why not?
Really?
Yeah. Once you download a game illegally, all bets are off, in my opinion.
But
Okay.
you don't know what you're getting. That's the big deal. That's the thing
Yeah.
that I think people don't realize is you don't know how many people have modified those setup files to include some kind of keystroke program.
Yeah, Trojans and all that stuff.
Well, I don't know how I feel about this because that's the case of the developer doing it and then the developer putting it out there. If that was a police agency, that would be entrapment. It really would be. And then there's no equivalent of entrapment on a private level. But it's you could say it's a prank. But what happens if do they approve these things before they go up,
I don't know.
or do they just automatically post?
This
you could have some
is one of
seriously
those
personal
things.
information on your desktop.
This is one of those things that just is not going to get settled until there's some weird, huge, massive lawsuit.
I don't think that happens in Japan. The way
Yeah,
it
I'd say
Yeah,
since
well.
this is Japan, it probably won't happen. If this happened in America, it'd probably be a bigger story than this.
Did you hear
Well, I'm
that?
sure it would go on for a long time. It may not ever. There may not ever be a lot. I'm sure it would go for years.
Someone was reading a very, very thorough erotic fan fiction when they were
Really?
filling out the survey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to read it in the podcast. I don't think our explicit tag covers what goes on in that.
Well, there's a big deal in China. I was reading an article about it, and I'm gonna misquote the term here, I think, but I believe it's called meat searches or something like that.
Meat as an M-E-A-T?
Yeah, like meat, as in like steak,
As in delicious.
as in people. And the reason it's called that is it's a phenomenon where when they see something that's happened, like a videotape of a security cam footage of, say, a guy beating his wife or something like that, and it gets on their equivalent of 4chan. I guess our 4chan is equivalent to whatever they have, actually.
Yeah.
But that people get internet rage going, and then they determine as a mob group, let's find out who this guy is, and let's ruin his life.
Oh, man.
And
Anonymous does that here.
Not quite the same way.
I wonder how successful they are at that endeavor.
Well, there was a case, I was reading a long article about it, and one case was, and this is kind of gross and terrible, but it was about a video that couple made, man and a woman, where she basically stepped on a kitten. And it was just horrible thing, and her face was clearly on the video, and they could see geographic information behind her, they could see skyline and things. And they found this woman out and just hunted her down and just made both their lives miserable. Apparently she was like a school teacher or something like that. I'm just going from memory here. But it's and then, of course, they went into cases where they just end up ruining people's lives for things that aren't that big a deal. Like a guy cheats on his wife, which is horrible, but they just shame the guy basically out of his career and out of his home and everything else.
Wow.
And it's just, you can see, internet justice being metered out by these anonymous mobs.
Yeah.
It's like that Steve Bartman guy at the Cubs game, who ruined their World Series shot.
Oh, the guy who stole the ball?
Yeah, well, he knocked it out of the player's hand, and they lost the game and ended up losing and not making it to the World Series. Like, that guy, he's kind of dropped off the face of the earth, right? Like, people are trying to find him, and he's gone.
People are still trying to find him?
Yeah.
Well, we got, now that we're done with PAX, we got one more event coming up. We got the Alamo Drafthouse event.
I need to correct myself real quick.
Oh, sorry.
Human flesh search is what it's called. It's a phenomenon of massive research using internal media such as blogs and forums.
They should definitely rename it Meat Search.
It is based on massive human collaboration. The name refers both to the use of knowledge contributed by human beings through social networking, as well as the fact that the searches are usually dedicated to finding the identity of a human being who has committed some sort of offense or social breach online. People conducting such research are commonly referred to collectively as the human flesh search engine.
Wow, that's creepy.
Interesting. It's like a collective.
So that what you were just talking about reminded me of that.
Okay.
Way.
It's almost like distributed processing on a human level.
I've seen how disputes get resolved and how people organize in forums and this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
Probably not the best system. I'm just saying.
Now, next thing you know, you're at a convention trying to download a game at the booth with the people who made the game.
Haha, all fun and jokes, right?
It's like personal piracy right there.
Are you trying to get away from PAX? So we should talk about the panel.
No, I was
going to
talk about. Oh no, I was just going to talk about our event tomorrow. But no,
Alamo?
the panel.
All right, we should talk about the panel.
It's a good segue because it has.
Yeah, that's
crossover.
true. Yeah.
You guys want to be alone to talk about this and work this out? I can step out. Me and Joel can go get a drink.
So the panel went really, really well. I think I wasn't in it, I introduced it, but I wasn't in it.
How do you feel about that?
Feel about what?
Do you want to talk about it? You brought it up.
It hurts.
No, really, you brought it up. Why would you bring it up?
What?
That you weren't on the panel. Does it bother you?
I'm just saying. God damn it.
But you said it though. Do you feel bad about it?
No, I don't feel bad about it.
Well, you shouldn't because you don't deserve to be on it.
That hurts.
Do you feel bad that they're
hurts.
going to mute all your dialogue in the podcast?
That's true.
I'll just recut things you said in the past.
What are you doing, guys?
I am stupid, Gus.
We were showing at the panel. We were specifically showing the first couple episodes of season 8 of Red vs. Blue, and we showed another video to start off with. That was we've talked about it on the podcast before, where Gus and Geoff were sore last week.
Yeah.
they made this video.
Why I got horribly sunburned.
Yeah, when you jack, it's horribly sunburned, right? And so we showed that first. And there's videos of the panel online. If you really, I probably wanted to spoil some of the stuff and see shaky cam versions of what we showed.
Are we leaving those up?
What do we do? Take down everything on the internet?
I know Brandon gets excited about that stuff. Yesterday we have someone who's been uploading Achievement Hunter videos to his personal YouTube page.
You're the one who wants to talk about the
And
panel. We start talking about it,
and
then
claiming
you
that they're
immediately
his.
fucking derail the conversation. What the fuck is wrong with you? We're talking about what you wanted to talk about, and when we get into it, you fucking change the subject.
Gus should be.
And then this was going to segue into what we're going to talk about next. We even talked about it.
Gus should be a third grade teacher.
Gus, do you want to talk about it?
No, we're going to talk about something else now.
So I let Brandon off the leash to take this guy's site down, and he destroyed it. And Brandon was like extremely happy. So let's continue with the panel.
Cool story,
He
dude.
didn't destroy anybody's site or anything like that.
Well, his YouTube page.
He just had videos taken down.
Yeah,
That's it.
it was pretty funny.
It's very innocuous.
So the panel.
You want to talk about Leslie some more?
Set the community on this person. It was.
Brandon started human flesh search engine.
So the panel went well. And we're going to be showing some of that stuff at our Alamo event tomorrow night, April 1st.
We're going to be showing all that stuff and a new video at the Alamo Draft House tomorrow, April 1st. By the way, should we talk about April 1st?
Yes, we should.
It's tomorrow.
How fucking sick are you of the fact that our anniversary is on April 1st as a company?
I thought it was kind of cool at first.
So did I.
And every time we say we're going to do something on April 1st, now everyone thinks it's a fucking joke.
For now 7 years in a row.
Yes.
Every
year we haven't played a joke. We really show stuff. We really do something.
We really do have cool new announcements for the year. Nope.
No one believes it. Is this an April Fool's joke?
And here's the way April Fool's works, guys. If we say we're going to do something on April 1st, April Fool's jokes are jokes on April 1st. We don't make jokes about April 1st before April 1st. That's not the way April 1st works. You don't make jokes about the date. You make jokes on the date.
Yeah.
So we're not making jokes about it.
I thought it was kind of funny. That company started on the day when you make jokes.
Are you guys joking right now?
No, God. In fact, I actually had a funny idea that we could do for our webpage for April 1st, but just because we don't do any April 1st jokes, we decided not to do it.
Now you just make it sound like it's an April Fool's joke.
No, he said that
because
we don't do April Fool's jokes.
Right. The more passionately you make that argument, the more it sounds like you're trying to set something up.
Really? Jesus Christ! Okay, we're moving our anniversary.
Now is that a
as
joke?
a company?
March 31st.
Can you do that?
Can we go to April 3rd or something? I don't know.
Speaking of,
we'll do the third Thursday in April.
It can be like
That's our anniversary.
We have
let's make it tax day.
We have our 1 year anniversary for the podcast coming up too.
Oh yeah?
Really?
Yeah, it's April 10th is when we first started doing weekly podcasts.
It's crazy.
Hey.
We moved. We used to be on Mondays, I think, is when we would do the podcast. So the dates aren't going to line up quite right. So I think we'll celebrate next
This
week.
is podcast number like 57, 58?
57, I think.
Yeah.
Let me give away this joke that we were going to do. That I thought, and I presented, and everyone goes, "No, we're not doing April 1st jokes." I thought it'd be funny to take our webpage and then offset the image and like make it slightly opaque or slightly transparent, so that everything's all blurry, and that we've moved our webpage to 3D, and they have to order the glasses from us in order to read the webpage.
That's clever.
And we'll be the first webpage in 3D since everyone's so
That'd be
excited
awesome.
about fucking 3D.
Back in the day, we talked about, like when we were still doing Drunk Gamers before Red vs. Blue and Rooster Teeth, we talked about having like a premium sponsor model, very similar for the website, where you would not see the letter E in any of our articles unless you paid us, $5 a month or something for premium access, because E was the most used letter and therefore consumed the most amount of bandwidth.
Right. And then transmitting all those E's cost us a lot of money. So to cover our overhead, you could either not have the E's or pay to have the E's.
So I think it's a fucking awesome idea.
We should do it. We should do it.
So is there anything else we want to talk about today, or should we wrap it up? Because I know we got some shooting to do today and some other things.
I want to talk about, since we're talking about 3D and it just came up.
Okay.
I want to note that there were 2 booths at PAX that had 3D games with glasses. Mm-hmm. So get ready, it's coming. And Nintendo announced this 3DS or whatever it's called. But then I heard, it's a 3D DS, and now they're saying, no, Nintendo never actually said that. And it's not really going to be 3D, and now it's just like rampant speculation, and now it's reverse speculation as to what exactly this thing is going to be.
If you get a 3D game and then you put it on a 3D TV, do you go into another dimension?
You go back in time.
Yeah, I read that Sony's going to patch the PS3 with an upcoming firmware update this summer to allow for 3D gaming.
There was some hubbub about them removing Linux from the
Yep.
PS3. What's that about?
Well, up until now, the PS3's always had an option in the menu to install other OS. So you could run Linux or like custom operating systems on the PlayStation. But with the latest firmware update, that's gone.
What was the benefit of doing that, besides bragging about it?
Some people were I think the reason that they ended up removing it is I think some people had written custom Linux distributions for the PS3 that allowed them to rip Blu-ray movies.
Oh.
Nice.
So go figure Sony turns it off then.
Right.
What a surprise.
It's like you can't put the genie back in the fucking bottle.
Yeah.
People are just going to not update it, or they're going to... You know how the internet works.
Yep.
They're going to find ways around it.
So I heard Clash of the Titans has killed 3D. Speaking of 3D.
It might have from
Why,
here.
what are you saying? Why is
I
that?
hear the 3D... Like, they shot it 2D and then sort of, like, reverse engineered 3D out of it or something.
It's not going to work.
And apparently it's terrible.
They're talking about doing that with Star Wars.
Yeah. But I've heard nothing but
What?
bad.
Yeah, I've heard some bad.
They need to stop.
The original trilogy.
No.
And Lord of the Rings are going to do 3D
No, not
too.
the original trilogy, the special edition.
Oh, sorry. Yes. The special edition original
I've
trilogy.
never seen a franchise where they're just like making it worse every.
I'd go see it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'd definitely go see it. You would go see it too, Joel.
I would go see it. Yes.
I would go see it.
But then I would complain afterwards.
I would bitch about it before. I'd go see it, and I'd bitch about it after.
Although, you know what? I was totally wrong about Avatar, so I don't know.
Actually, a couple years ago, for Quint's birthday, for making it cool, our buddy Quint, he has a 16mm copy of Empire Strikes Back, an original copy of it. and we watched it at the Alamo, and it was one of the coolest things I've seen ever.
Yeah?
Yeah. And that was the only time I've actually ever seen, the original print in a theater, because I was too young when it came out. So
Were the original prints 16 millimeter and not 35?
I think they probably had both.
Okay.
But he has, I think he has a 16 copy of it.
I think that was 79 or 80.
It was 77, 79, 81?
Yeah.
Or 82.
82.
Yeah.
So it was before you were born.
Before I was born.
When were you born?
82.
So 82. So you never saw a single Star Wars movie in the theater?
Nope.
Until
So
they
what was
re-released them.
Oh, yeah, the re-releases.
So let me ask you this. Did you grow up a Star Wars fan?
Kind of. Like, I was more into comedies and stuff when I was growing up as a kid. Like, my dad raised me on, like, Blues Brothers and Cannonball Run and stuff like that. And so I really like that kind of stuff. But I never really got into sci-fi until I started getting into computers, probably around, like, 8th grade or so. So I guess
Around the time you could have either gotten into girls or nerdy stuff.
Exactly.
You chose the nerdy stuff.
How did that make you feel, Jack? You want to talk about it? You brought it up.
Let's talk about it.
You want to talk about your dad?
You have a pillow? I can lay down?
Let's tell me about the Blues Brothers again.
We can do this NPR style.
But yeah.
We've done that already.
So what was the first time that you saw Star Wars: A New Hope? And how did you see it?
I probably saw it on VHS.
How old were you?
It didn't come out for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
You may have seen it on HBO if you ever had that. I know,
Yeah.
like when I was a kid, that's how I would wait for it to come back on HBO. And
I'll tell you what, the first movie that I remembered seeing in a theater that really blew my mind was Jurassic Park. Like that, and that was I think 6th grade for me, and that was the movie for me. That was my Star Wars. I would say that was the movie that made me want to get into filmmaking.
Really?
Yeah, I can tell you which theater I saw it in. I saw the Alamo Lake Creek up in North Austin. I saw it probably 6 times the first weekend it came out. Yeah, like I remember I literally would go see the movie, get out, go back, and get in line to buy a ticket for the next one.
I wonder if you've even seen the original. I guess you have seen the original trilogy, like the way they aired theatrically, or
yes,
yeah, those are
since
available
released them
on DVD again.
Yeah,
But no, they were for a while, and I think they're gone
Yeah.
again.
So you didn't see Star Wars in the theater?
No.
You did not see Indiana Jones in the theater?
I have now, but not when I was a kid.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. What about you, Gus? You were born after Star Wars, right?
I was born in '78. I was too young to remember, but I saw Empire in the theater, and I do remember seeing Jedi in the theater when I was.
So when did you see Star Wars?
Like anytime I'd wait for it to be on like HBO or something. My family didn't have HBO, but I had a neighbor who did. So when I knew Star Wars was going to be, back in their rotation, I'd go over and I'd watch it constantly.
Okay. Joel, think about that. Can you imagine today if they put something out
by
in
the
theaters?
way, I was on set when they shot it. So.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
Jack was good friends with Chewbacca. You were not really on set, were you?
No.
Okay. Who knows?
I am that old.
You said that with confidence. Well, you were old enough when it came out. You saw it in theaters.
I told that's the thing. I know what you were getting ready to say. Where it's like, I'm not sure that it's possible to have an experience like, I remember being like 7 or 8, seeing Star Wars in the theater, going, this is unbelievable, and then it's gone.
Yeah, that I know.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone for years and years and years.
You just talked about it for years.
Any access you had to that universe, to that whatever, you would do it. Like that, I remember the action figures. Was
that's
the
the
closest thing you could get.
That's how the toys blew up, right?
Toys.
You would like try to recreate the story in your mind, or like try to remember it. You could not watch it.
Like that's the thing. Like we spent more time probably recreating it in our head, going over it, than we did viewing it. Which is now that's not how it works now.
And there weren't TV shows and video games and
no.
That's it.
Like any access, like if Harrison Ford was on a news interview, it'd be like, oh my god.
I just remembered. I actually had a VHS copy. I recorded it off of HBO.
But when was that?
HBO. It was like, oh shit! I must have
years
been,
after
like
the fact.
88.
Yeah, 88, 86.
I put them I copied them onto VHS, and like that's what I would do. Like I would watch on the weekends.
Right.
But even
but
when
there was still that,
and even then, it was like a VHS copy that I made off of my TV.
Even when like Return of the Jedi came out, they didn't re-release the other ones. I think I heard they did, but in limited runs. But you just had to remember what the story was about. I saw Star Wars in the movie theater. I saw it 36 times in the movie theater.
Jesus Christ.
Because it was also a kids movie, so all my parents' friends took me to see it because they all wanted to see it over and over again too. So we were always going to see that movie.
It was like a medal that you wore. Yeah. I saw it 12 times.
Yeah.
I saw it again. Saw it 13 times.
Man, I can't imagine how many times I went and saw. But
but
all those movies combined.
It's just a testament, and we've come such a long way that now we have so much available on demand and instant access.
Well, it's like we were talking about Disney and how they will put stuff in the vault, quote unquote, and to sort of create demand or whatever. I mean, I think there's something to it.
I think so too. And look, I mean, we're talking about Avatar. It's coming out next week or the week after on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, who makes that decision nowadays, not the director probably anymore, it's probably the studio heads, where it's just like...
I would imagine James Cameron was heavily involved in that decision.
Did you see the...
Was he?
I don't think anyone's going around James Cameron determining when his movie's going to come out.
I'm sure no one wants to upset the multi-billion-dollar filmmaker.
Yeah. Did you see the thing
I
about...
guess so.
Did you see the thing that James Cameron said there's not going to be any trailers or previews or commercials on his DVD because he's like, my movie made $2 billion, you're not putting commercials on my DVD.
Yeah, I mean, that's a DVD you're going to have for 10 years. You don't want to see, coming soon, The Blind Side 2.
It's just
Avatar's going to be the Twister of new systems. Do you remember when DVDs first came out and people were showing off their stereos? It was always fucking Twister.
Really? Was it Twister?
But the movie that sold DVD players was The Matrix.
Yeah.
See, I remember reading about DVD players and everything, and reading about home theaters before I could afford a DVD player. It seemed like the movie they always had in the screenshots was The Fifth Element. Yeah. And I think that's the only reason anybody saw The Fifth Element was because of DVD.
The shot of her jumping off into the cityscape. Yeah.
That and Dark City. Those two movies, Matrix did extremely well on DVD.
Yeah.
But you would never have heard of Dark City
and
The Fifth Element if it hadn't been for DVD coming out.
I think I saw The Fifth Element in the theater.
I saw Dark City in the theater.
I saw Dark City on DVD.
I forget why. I forget why I saw it in the theater. But then I saw Matrix. And I was like, oh, this is Dark City 2, basically. Yeah. And then it was like, what's Dark City? And I was like, it's so much better than this.
Yeah, Dark City was really good.
You thought Dark City was better than The Matrix?
That's madness.
I should say Dark City is better than the Matrix trilogy.
Well, it's one movie. So compare Matrix to Dark... Shut the fuck up.
Fight. All right, well, let's wrap up. We got a lot of work to get done. All right, no other plugs? Everything good?
We got the thing tomorrow if you're in town. Is that sold out?
How about the first episode of Red vs. Blue Season 8 is tomorrow?
That's right.
April 1st.
What time? 7 p.m. Central?
Joke's on you. What time are we going to put that up on the website?
8, 7?
Are we going to have...
Oh, that's a really good question, and one that we are debating. I know that it'll be up 3 hours ahead of everyone else for sponsors. It'll be up. And then we're also trying to work on a way to do some other cool stuff for sponsors as well. But we're still working on it, so I can't really talk about it. But please watch the website if you're a sponsor, because I would hate for you to miss it. It might be a limited window kind of a thing. Thank you.
So be on the lookout.
So probably around, afternoon, I guess?
He just said he's not going to say.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Pattillo? You've gone weeks without pissing me off, and all of a sudden here we are, and you're not even in your normal seat.
Yeah.
Joel's in the shit seat.
Yeah.
Dark City made $14 million at the box office.
Awesome.
Less than Tron.
Less than Tron. All right. Well, that's it.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.
How much did Tron make?